Good morning.
Morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Morning Rituals. I almost forgot the name there because, again, I'm exhausted. I'm one of your hosts, Noir.
I'm your other host, Anita.
Oh, you don't usually jump in, so now my whole rhythm's thrown off.
See that?
I
All right,
don't
Metro.
remember where I am right now. Good morning. We have a lovely guest with us today. I just love saying the name. Follow my blade. Honestly,
Yeah,
that's what sold me on like everything you do, bro. It's like that name is so fucking dope. But we got Nick here. Oh, hey, what's up, man? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
hey, what's good, chat? It's your boy, Follow My Blade. Tiebreaker in the building. Let's get it.
Uh,
I've been doing this game design shit for a little minute. Decided, like, you know what? I should probably show these poke motherfuckers what I can do. Like, actually be active on Twitter and shit. And then I got hooked, and it
yeah,
was a nightmare.
Twitter is truly a nightmare zone sometimes. So good on you for making it.
Hellfight, yo. I was like, I get it. I see what y'all talking about.
It's like every day I've got to fight.
Gotta fight every
Oh,
day. And I'd be like, nah, y'all got this. I'm about to just come in and just be like, he right though. And I was just like, I'm out.
uh, so a little bit about you. You ran a hell of a Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them about it, cause ain't nobody talking about it.
Yo, I mean, your system looks dope as shit. It's like
My system
like
is dope as
anything
shit.
you want to do in a movie, it's like you designed your system to be able to do, and I'm about that. But
Yeah, yeah.
but before we get into the nitty gritty, there, I want to know a little bit about you. Like, how long have you been in game design, my guy?
Shit. Like 5, 6 years, something like that.
Damn.
I've been doing it for a minute. I had like a couple of failed ideas, like half complete shit, and then I took like the deep dive to try to actually like finish something, put something out, have a little book in my hand. I mean, and that's been a hell of a ride. I don't know if you've seen me interview before, but I've told this story a couple of times. My homie Smunchy, like shout out to Smunchy Games. I still got the OG T-shirt too, like. You know what I mean? Like I got my OG Smunchy Games tiebreaker T-shirt, but I'll tell you why that's important in a second.
Bring it.
So yeah, like the whole tiebreaker story, we started as a bet because I met Holmes on Discord and we were in the same server for the Reddit RPG design joint, and I was just in there popping off talking about shit like I'm the best motherfucker in the business. Let's go. I don't got nothing to prove it yet, but look at these ideas. This shit's dope. And
I didn't even know there was a Reddit game design board, so now I gotta look
yeah,
that shit
there's
up.
r/RPG design. It was a good resource when I first started. I'd be looking at it now and I'd be like, damn, I was like listening to these motherfuckers, like no shade, but sometimes like you be looking at folks and then you be coming up with their ideas, looking at them like, what the fuck are you thinking?
uh, Game design is kind of that weird space because like I feel like some game designers get away with like putting out stuff just because they name.
Yeah, I be looking at some shit like, bro, you really like was trying to sell people that.
I mean,
Like you
that's
are
the goal though.
really,
The goal is to
really
like get
leaning
to the point
heavy
where
on
you
your
can.
lore writers right now because the mechanics is garbage.
I mean, but that's the goal is like just get to the point where you can slap your name on it and make some cash.
I'm saying, can I be a brand? You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to get that what's this nigga name? The dude that do Blaze in the Dark. Cause I always be putting out that ill shit.
Yep.
But like
I have yet to play Blades in the Dark, and I really want to.
that shit, I haven't played it either, but I read it and I'm like, it's really tight. It's real tight design. Like I looked at it, I was like, "Yo, this is that ill shit."
Like everybody I know that has played this shit is in love with it, and I'm like, can I get in on the game? God damn,
It's solid. It's a real solid game. I'm like, I want to actually play it sometime, but like I read it and I'm like, yo, like you can tell that shit's gonna work. Anyway, I digress mad hard. So back to the story. So yeah, I was out here talking my shit. I had like my whole little first game pretty much like mostly done, right? And Smunchy, we was talking, and I was like, let me peep something real quick. And then he showed me the project that he had this kid working on, because like Smunchy is business dude, right?
right?
Like he the type of nigga that got enough money to just pay motherfuckers for shit. Like no crowdfunding.
Yo,
I was like,
it's
one day I'll
insane
have a
how
real
much money
job
be
too.
tossed around
I'll just be
sometimes
out
in
here
this
just
game.
like write that for me. And it's to just come and review it every couple of months. You know what I'm saying? But I was looking at this like, this shit garbage. I'll write this shit better than that. And he's like, dead ass. Paraphrasing him very heavily right now because he does not tolerate me at all. And I was like, facts, my guy. And he was like, all right, bet. I was like, bet for sure? He was like, for sure. And I was like, all right, I'll do it in a month. Like, I put out a prototype that I eat this nigga shit. And he was like, cool. What do you want in return? I was like, pay for me to write it. And he was like, done. And so a month later, I came out with the prototype for Tiebreaker.
Right.
That then it was we called it Octane, because I was like, that name go hard. Couldn't tell me nothing. But then they told me the name was taken, and I was like, fuck. Yeah, apparently it's like Twisted Metal tabletop RPG with the serial numbers filed off. It looked pretty cool. So like, shout out to the dude that made Octane for like the umpteenth time. If he's getting sales, somebody tell him to tag me and tell him I said you're welcome. Because I've been shouting him out every time I do an interview for the last 2 years, all right?
We gotta find that
point. You need to cut the royalties.
Find that game. Tell him to put me in the thank you notes if he does a second edition. Like, fuck, got me fucked up.
At this point, we gotta find that dude and like settle down.
Get on this shit, Twitch. Come on.
How
now.
did you settle on the name Tiebreaker then?
I didn't. So like Octane came out, right?
Right.
And we were doing the thing, and then we were like, oh fuck, we gotta change the name. So we're sitting here in the chat, me, Smunchy, and Will Escrow. Will Escrow works for Smunchy. He I think he's lead on Passive Idea. That's Smunchy's flagship joint.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you like D&D, you'll like Paths. It's kind of similar, but it uses like a card-based system. Okay. But the key selling point is you can play an elephant monk in tri-wheel nunchucks. If that don't make you want to play that shit, I don't know how to make a pitch.
Can I slap people with my trunk? Is my only question.
With your trunk that's holding nunchucks. And then you still got two hands to beat motherfuckers with nunchucks. Triple wielding nunchucks. Like, yo,
I want that.
If you're not playing past after that, or at least looking at the dude's page, I have not done him right. But yeah, anyway, so me, Smunchy, and Will, we're sitting here like, fuck, we gotta change the name. And so we were like, what is the game about? And we were just basically just like, it's about like heroes, like real hyper competent heroes that like when they show up, like the tide of battle turns. And they were like, nah, turn that shit up to like 11 and then just reset the dial with 11 at the minimum. When they show up, the battle's over. The tide is broken. And we're like, Tide Breaker. And then I was like, yeah, that shit go hard. Like, do a logo. Like, let's get it.
You know, in those fucking music biopics where everybody's like finds the name of like a classic song, I'm just imagining everybody in the studio like, Tidebreaker. Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then the band broke up.
Man broke up.
uh,
You know, I ain't had no Yoko Ono though. You know what I'm saying? like, damn, I could have got laid. I didn't.
well, I mean, like being a game designer is like the new rock star. Like at this point,
Shit.
People go hard on conventions. Like I think
You say that.
It's wild.
Ain't nobody offer me no sex or no drugs. I had a homie write me a song. Shout out to
that means
Jan
you on your way.
and Lauren Bryant. They
goes
did
song,
a
drug,
little theme
sex.
song for me during the Kickstarter. That shit slapped too.
I'm
Hello, Timber. That's my home.
Yo, tell us about Tidebreaker, because like again, the second I saw it, I'm like, okay, I fuck with it. Like the Kickstarter basically was like, hey bitch, you want to be John Wick? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah. So Tidebreaker, you know, it's a die pool system. So just dropping like basic mechanics first. If you like Exalted, Feng Shui, like any of them like other action movies or shit that where you're just like, do I have to roll the jump? Fuck that. Like kind of games, you know what I'm saying? That's Tidebreaker, you know what I'm saying? Like we treat you as a character that's competent off rip. Like you're not going to die to no damn house cat at level 1. You know what I'm saying? Like Tidebreaker is the kind of game where you're flinging that house cat at people, setting it on fire, and then watching the shit explode. And the cat survives because we don't hurt animals in this shit.
Like, yeah, when I was reading it, I love the whole competent hero aspect of it, because it's like it really doesn't put a cap on what you can do. It's like your imagination takes hold. Like if you want to Kamehameha, I feel like this is the system.
Yeah, you build it right in there. Yeah, the system features a custom ability system where you match a couple of keywords together and be like, yo, like I'm trying to Kamehameha, motherfucker. All we're asking you is tell us what that Kamehameha looks like. You know what I'm saying? If you can put the keywords together and make it fit your vision of what a Kamehameha looks like, it will work. And it will also be good because I don't build trap options. Like I ain't that kind of nigga. Like you gonna get your shit in here and you're gonna be like, yeah, this shit go hard. Because I'm charging way too much money for you to not feel good playing my game. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
See, I love that though, like, because I feel like some systems are designed to make you struggle. And like every now, like you want to play a game where it's just like, no, I want to play a game where I'm designed to be the coldest motherfucker in the room.
Yeah. Also, dear GMs who do like whooping your PC's ass, I got you too. Like I didn't leave y'all out. Tidebreaker is a very inclusive game. And I do know there are some antagonistic motherfuckers that like bitch smacking their PCs every once in a while. However, I did put a leash on y'all because I know how y'all do.
Like, yeah, you got the GMs that want to win. Like, so I appreciate that leash.
Yeah, I know it. So, but yeah, one of our key features is our Hope Doom system, which basically it mechanizes the struggle between good and evil. Right. So if you're familiar with like fate points or like hero points from like champion hero system, et cetera, like y'all done seen that shit before. But it's a meta currency that both sides get. Players get hope and the GM gets doom. And the GM can use doom to do pretty much everything on the hope list and plus some extra options just to let them get away with cackling. Because you know how players do. Players be like, oh, that nigga monologuing, I'm gonna snuff him. And then the GM can be like, the fuck you not. You gonna sit here and listen to this shit. Sit your ass down. I done spent 3 days writing this motherfucking speech. You gonna hear me out.
You really have thought of everything, because I can't tell you how many times I've been stabbed in the middle of a monologue I spent months writing.
They're just like, yo, let me have fun too.
Thank you.
I don't get to play very often. This is like literally just. I done spent all week picturing this shit, and I know. I be on Twitter all the time talking about when the players and the plan meet, the plan lose. But I done got 16 Doom points, so the plan gonna win at least for a round. Fuck y'all. So I'm gonna have my fun too.
Oh, like I remember a tweet that really got me. Like it got me emotional, which is like a DM giving their villain a monologue is just them saying goodbye to their character. Like, so let them have that.
Yeah, yo, like we got mechanics to let the monologue pop off. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to keep that bad guy around, like we have like dramatic escapes and shit. So you can be like, I'll get you next time, Gadget, and you stroke your exploding cat while you walk out. You know what I'm saying? And then be like, no, I need him. Y'all ain't about to just fucking rush him and then call it a day. Like the rest of my plot fucking demands this shit.
You go smoke bomb and disappear his ass out of there.
Fucking trapdoors, spinning fucking fireplaces, the works. Like, if you got some tropes for the bad guy getting away with some bullshit, is written in there. You ain't gonna do it all day.
Very mustache twirly.
Yeah, we got them little mustache twirls, curly mustache. Where you at? Shout out to Yipes.
Can't do much, but I got
next, I got the Mango Sentinels, Marvel baby.
Yo, so who's your favorite character that you've built in the system so far?
What up?
What's your favorite character that you've built in this system so far?
Shit, yo, I ain't got one for me, but my man Dino Fuzz, is my real life bestie. He's one of my best testers. He basically made like Bruce Willis.
Not a character, just the actor.
Yeah, but like Demolition Man Bruce Willis pretty much. But he was like, my shit, my power is if there's something that could explode, it's around. So he doesn't make shit blow up with magic or no kung fu or nothing like that. He's just a stereotypical action hero that just somehow finds something to nuke.
Just finds an explosion to walk away from at any given time.
Yeah. Just walk away from it with the little fucking stunning shades and shit and be like, badasses don't look at explosions. But yo, you know what they don't tell you though? When you're walking away from an explosion all cinematically, you don't really have to look at the motherfucker. You gonna feel it.
Yeah,
the explosions are hot. That's a pressure wave. I mean, the whole light probably blinded your ass anyway. Like, regardless of what direction you're facing. You know what I mean? That's why they have the shades.
Yeah.
That's eye protection.
I always ask, what about the debris though? Like that debris gonna kill you.
Yeah, like the debris gonna kill you. That's why we have hope points, Noir. To make sure you don't die from random shrapnel.
That's also
because I know how you GMs get.
But that's why we got duplicates, because like if they blow something up and take out one of my traps or one of my bad guys, somebody catch him and shot his
I spent 3 hours building that death laser and the players blew this shit up. Nah, fuck you, they deserved it. Alright, you not about to make the damn death laser kill the motherfucker while he's doing his cool walk away sequence. We let your antagonist get away. You gonna let the PCs walk away, and then y'all could settle it like gentlemen later when you set up the next fight.
I feel like the system is just like the dude at the bar that's splitting people up who are about to fight.
Yeah, the system is basically just the fucking the UFC referee. Like, okay, no low blows. You know how I want it to go down. All right, touch gloves, and then just watching one of the dudes like snuff the other dude. I said no low blows, but snuffing them is okay. Okay, all right, fight.
Oh my god! So like, was this your first Kickstarter? Because again, it did well.
Yeah, it was my first Kickstarter, yo.
How the fuck did you do such a good job on your first Kickstarter?
I had some help. No, I'm not gonna lie. Also, I didn't finish my Spongy story. So what ended up happening was it actually ties into the Kickstarter story.
All right, cool.
What ended up happening is that he ended up in a bind, and I was put in a place where either I wasn't going to be able to do the Kickstarter for a couple of years, or I'd have to leave. So he gave me the option to walk away with the rights to my game. Because I had signed a contract. I was writing it for him, like I said.
Yeah.
But he was like, yo, I believe in you. You got this. Because like Smunchy does UX shit in his daytime. And like this dude used to work for Blizzard. Like he been doing shit in the background. Like he's one of those like you don't know that he did all this shit, but he did all this shit kind of dudes, right? But he also just happens to be one of the few guys that are like that. That's also not an asshole. So he signed over the rights, which put me in like a mixed bag kind of a situation. Like I own my game now, but now I only have a couple of months to ready a Kickstarter. Because as far as I looked at it, I was like, yo, I'm getting hot on Twitter right now. People are starting to retweet me, and I'm building up hype for my game. So like that first year I was on Twitter, because like now we're like pushing the end of year 2 that I've been active on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, yo, if I wait too long after I've been talking all this shit, people are gonna forget about it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna miss my opportunity. So I was like, I got 4 months to plan a Kickstarter. Let's go. So yeah, and that was the end of the Smunchy era for me. You know what I'm saying? So I have my T-shirt and the rights to my game as a memento. He also paid for the hat. So like, nice. You know, I haven't paid for my own merch yet. Well, I have since, but like not at this point in the story.
I respect the hustle of going, well, fuck, I guess I have no other choice but to do it.
Yeah, so I said, fuck it. I'm like sitting like One Punch Man looking at the meteor, and the meteor is just like looming failure. And normally, like before, at that point in my life, you know, like I had let everything drop. So I was like, yo, that's way too hard. And so I'm seeing the meteor coming down on me, metaphorically speaking, and I'm just like, I can't do it. And you know, meteors kind of move kind of slow. So I went home, I grabbed my little yellow jumpsuit, and I found some red gloves from the kitchen.
And got a blanket for your white cape.
Push-ups, 100 sit-ups, the whole deal. I was like, I can only get like 1 day of that in, though. I hope this works. And then I punched the meteor, and $50,000 came out of it.
Oh man, I'm like that. I respect the hell out of that, because Lord knows, like some people see the meteor and it's just like, you know what, fuck this, I'm done.
Yeah. But I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't doing it alone though. You know what I'm saying? Right. My homie Jay from Wander Home, Jay backed me. Like I did an early access run, and I was on my website. I dropped like 400 on the Wix shit, so I had like fancy ass like integrations for the storefront or whatever. I was like, yeah, my website go hard. I bought some art. I was like on comics Twitter and shit, just looking for motherfuckers. I found the dude David Joyce that did the nigga with the afro cutting the MAGA truck in half art. And I was like, yeah, that's my guy. And I was like, I can't afford this nigga. So I got like 3 pieces. And I was like, good luck. Thank you, though. But yo, David Joyce is a reasonable dude. Like, I ain't gonna throw shade at him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He does work for cheaper. Like, if you work with him, you know what I'm saying? But like what I wanted out of him, I couldn't get enough of it to make the book look the way it deserved to look. So I had to make the decision to do like other artists and shit. But like I got nothing but love for him. Like my homie Eldrick Crow hired him. You know what I'm saying? So like you see David's work is like popping on Twitter, like if you follow him. But yeah, he's a good dude. Anyway, enough about him. My interview. Dave can get his own.
I mean, people underestimate how important art is to a Kickstarter. So the fact that you kind of had the beat on that and went out to find like the best of the best. That need
my art direction to be fired because my mechanics is fired. Like, I already knew that. But that wasn't just me being cocky. That was me getting a lot of fucking player feedback. Like, to understate the value of having your product market validated before you jump into something like a Kickstarter it's folly if you do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to go in there and be like, yo, will this sell?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And people were like, yeah, like, this shit hard. And I said, cool, I think so too. But that's when Jay approached me. And Jay was like, yo, like, I'm gonna take a risk on you, but like, between us, I think this is a safe bet. Right. So Jay gave me the 5Gs to pay for that David Joyce art and a whole bunch of other shit I needed for Kickstarter, like pay Francita early, get Draconic to edit the motherfucker. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? To make the shit look spiffy. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know a goddamn thing about graphic design or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know Draconic was out here editing for people.
You don't see his post? Like,
look, man, I'm scared of Twitter these days.
Like, hey, by the way, I edit like fucking 10 times a day. Yo, Draconic hustle.
That just proves something to me. Like, man, our hustle is ridiculous.
Yeah, yo, Draconic's hustle is something that a lot of motherfuckers could learn from. Like, I talked to this dude when I hired him, and he was telling me all kind of shit about social media that got his numbers up or whatever. Like he ain't making bank, but he was doing better than me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he automates those posts. All them little fucking like story prompts and shit he does. He writes like 50 of those in advance, and he just fucking drip feeds them throughout the day, and that keeps his engagement up. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Because he's doing it during peak times or whatever. So like, Draconic is smart, yo.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Draconic. But anyway, yeah. So Jay gave me the initial loan for the Kickstarter page. You know what I'm saying? And so I took that money and then I turned it into something nice, and then we just went hard pushing this shit. So I was in everybody's fucking DMs there when June came along. I was like, Noir, I only talked to you like once, but yo, who retweet me?
Yo, and I was happy to, because I'm reading this shit like, yo, this shit go hard.
Yeah. So I was like, look, man, like, I'm about to be annoying as fuck to like 600 some odd people, because I think I only had like less than 1K at that time. Mm-hmm. But I was like, yo, my game is good. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not the kind of dude that's gonna just sit there and be like, I'm dope and be whack. Like, because I have imposter syndrome like a motherfucker. Right now, what y'all see in chat is a motherfucking performance. I'm an actor, okay? I'm an actor. I'm a motherfucking thespian.
That's me every week on here, so it's all good, man. Because
like the performance is a different side of myself, so it's not like I'm being like disingenuous, but like, this is a stage for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I said that during my last interview, because like, part of the marketing thing is to be confident in yourself when you're doing your promotions. Yeah. Like, you have to like come off as an heiress, like, not so much cocky, but like very sure, and like, I could tell people all day long that I don't feel great about myself all the time, but I will never tell you my game is whack. Yeah. Ever.
And I have to say, like, I admire people that have a signature project. Like, you are the face of this, and like, that's heavy. Like, because it's like, I know there's a team behind you, but it's like, you are the first thing that I think of when I think Tiebreaker.
Yeah, because like, I am Tiebreaker. I got some motherfuckers that help with me, but I mean, like, I love my team, but these niggas ain't wearing the beanie. Like, like, I fuck with Francita. That's my boo thing. Now, like, we're not like romantically involved or anything. Just let me put that out there first. I know how y'all niggas do. Like, we ain't nothing going on. She went too damn far. Right?
On your ass if you don't be careful.
Also, my wife would kill me. Kill me dead. But anyway, jokes aside, she's not on her stream wearing my shit. Right. Francina's promoting herself, and as her right, she damn well shouldn't be promoting herself, because so like at the end of the day, this is my project. I got folks that work with me, you know what I'm saying? But like you said, I'm the face. If the shit falls apart, it ain't gonna be on them. It's gonna be on me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's definitely not gonna be on them, because I don't know if y'all seen the quick start, but Francina fucking killed that shit.
And that's the other thing though. But when this blows up, because it's finna blow up. Because like I said, you can't take a look at this system and not be excited about it. So when this blows up, that means it's all on you again. It's just like,
I'm saying, and then I'll get paid. Like, y'all don't know how fucking expensive this shit is. Like, cause like I was like, yo, we about to do hardcovers. I'm trying to be in a store. Like I ain't gonna hold you. I love the indie scene, but nigga, I am not trying to be an indie. Like, I can't afford to be an indie. You know what I'm saying? Like, put all the work I done put into this shit and to not make no damn money off of it. Oh hell no! I'm about to get distribution deals and all the motherfuckers. As soon as I sell out this first run, I'm gonna be like, yo, ACG or whoever, like, nigga, pick me up.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that also means like, you gonna have an audience hungry for like expansions and stuff like that.
Yeah, I already got this shit planned out. You know what I'm saying? I got books on deck. You know what I mean? But like, I gotta make sure this shit run first.
Yeah.
Like, Kickstarter doing all right. Backer kick orders a little slow, but like, we got people trickling in, you know what I'm saying? So it's a matter of like I said, like the product validation, right? Like, I had 1,100 backers initially. I've got like, I want to say probably like 100 and some odd like after that, you know what I mean? And all of the reviews I've gotten from people that have done interviews with me, I don't have any written reviews yet. Also, if you're a reviewer, please talk to me. Like, y'all done shout out everybody else I know, like, fucking 5 times a week. Y'all done seen my shit. Who made 50 grand with no video that y'all know? Who made 50 grand with no hype ahead of time? No prior projects.
Yo, that's such a dope ass flex though.
I'm saying, like, who do you know that came out of fucking nowhere and was outselling niggas that was been doing this for a minute? You know what I'm saying? Like, I outsell your fucking indie darlings and shit, except for Jay. Jay blew me out the water. Like, Water did like 300,000. Like, I go. And I did my shit with Jay's help. but like I digress again. Like, with the limited amount of resources I did in the product that I have, my shit is fucking clean and nobody's talking about it. People backed it, but they ain't talking about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So how many actual plays do you like? Do you have any actual plays that you want to point people to kind of like see the system in action?
I have one very important one. Shout out the Burst of Hope. Shout out to Utopia. Shout out to Kiana S. We was on we did the ARC/tiebreaker joint during the campaign. That shit went hard. Shout out to fucking Werewolf Fields. Shout out to Amir and them. The Phoenix Femme, you know what I'm saying? I can't remember everybody else on that shit. It was like 8 heads on that shit. But yo, we had names on that shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that shit did good. I was sitting there watching and I was like, all right, yo, they killing it. You know, my man's Bashir was out in here like fucking GMing and they was killing it, you know what I'm saying? And so like check out the Utopia video on demand or whatever. I don't be twitching like that, so acronyms don't be coming up to my head like that.
No, all right, yeah, no,
because nobody invites me to this shit. I told y'all I'm an actor.
Yo, we gotta get some more. We gotta get some more tiebreaker actual plays, dog.
Yeah, yo, I mean, get me on any show except for D&D. Like, like I'll play any of your indie games and I'll make your shit look good. Like, y'all fucks with my energy now. I keep that same energy at the table. You know what I'm saying?
Like we need more of this energy.
Like fucking Team 4-Star Bridge Vegeta. Like, I am the hype.
Quit kicking me.
Play my music.
Oh, it looks like we have some interest in chat. Like, oh, so yeah, like I think that's one of the things that I want to see. I want to see this system in action more. So yeah, we gotta start spreading the word and get somebody to produce your show.
Yeah, holla at me, man.
Because I want to see motherfuckers wilding.
Yeah, yo, my shit is a riot. Especially when I'm running it. The fuck you mean, man? Like, I'm about to make y'all look good. Come holler at your boy. I got a whole Discord in my bio. You know what I'm saying? You be doing this AP shit, get at me. If you just want to play on the Discord, I'm off on the weekend. Sunday through Tuesday, get at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to try this shit out first? Yo, I got quick starts for free. You want to see how this shit run? Fuck it, I give you the early access for free if you DM me. You know what I mean? Like I done had that shit on deck for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Like, okay, no, that's good to know because I'm like, I think that's the key thing right now is just to make sure that people can see it. Because like I said, as soon as you see it, you gonna fall in love with it. Because that's what happened to me.
Yeah. Yo, like I'm telling you, yo, like I ain't even trying to brag, but like I have not had a negative response to my shit yet. Like, if it's the kind of game that folks was looking for at all, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They see my shit and they go, yo, that's what I was looking for. You know what I mean? Yeah, I had mad fucking good responses to my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only negative response was I pitched it to Evil Hat and they were like, your shit's too close to our shit. And they were like, yeah, we can't do that. So good luck though. It looks cool. And I was like, well, I mean, thanks, Sean.
Yo, those publishing meetings be
I was hoping for money. But nah, shout out to Evil Hat though. I fucked with Robin them. Robin Fred been talking to me a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So I have like a working relationship with them. They're good people, you know. Like it just turned out that like my game happens to be very much like Fate. I mean, it's a Fate inspired game. Who knew? That's on me. Like I should have went to fucking Mike Pondsmith for them or something. You know what I'm saying? But like Mike, you ain't been pushing that fusion system. You need a new generic. You know what I'm saying? You got a setting agnostic joint. You still got that DBZ license? I'll make that shit work. Shout out to Mike Pondsmith. Yo, if y'all ain't know, he did the Dragon Ball RPG way back then.
I did not. I've only known him from his Cyberpunk stuff.
Yeah, Mike Pondsmith did Dragon Ball Z.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Because back in the day, he had a system called Fusion, which is why I made that joke. Because like I haven't seen nothing with the Fusion system. Like they did some shit with The Witcher. They did some shit with Cyberpunk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like the in-house shit has just been sitting there. So I'm like, yo, if you need a new in-house system, I mean, like I seen y'all just fucking hired Chris Bibby, right? It's Chris Bibby, right, for Darky Hue?
I think so.
They picked up Haunted West.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Chris. That's Chris, right?
Al-Tarsorian just picked that up.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, but they picked up the Haunted West. So I think that's Chris. So I'm saying, like, you know, you hiring brothers. Like, you got your little cowboy joint. Like, you know, I'm saying if you want to, like, punch Nazis out the window game, Nazi Defenestration Squad is in the house. We're going to put out the T-shirts later. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I could use a couple extra dollars for budget.
Yo, so this whole conversation's got me thinking, like, a lot of people come into this space with an abstract hope of, like, trying to figure out what they want to do with it.
Yeah.
And it seems like you came into this knowing exactly who and what you want it to be, and you taking nothing but steps into doing that. And like,
yeah, I came in to be that nigga.
like,
you know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
you listed off names like, you know, Mike Podsmith, who's like one of, like, I consider him like one of the goats of game design. And like, man, it looks like that's the trajectory that you heading for.
Yeah, I'm trying to be like Mike, man. I done too many interviews to be like Mike though. That dude, like, it's hard to find quotes from him. Yeah. He do not be in the motherfucking camera. That dude was like, yo, I put out my work. My work speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? He got
his bag and dipped.
Yeah, he got his bag. And he's sitting on his throne and shit. Like, look. Look, y'all need to hear shit from me. All y'all gotta see is that, nigga, I got the Witcher license, okay?
I mean,
I got this all white boy shit, and niggas writing it, okay? Like, fuck y'all mean, nigga. I'm Mike Pondsmith. and like that energy is just emanating from him wherever he's sitting at without a goddamn word being said.
Yeah,
I know he's sitting there thinking some shit like that.
I mean, like, I've seen him at conventions, and he's just the smoothest cat. Like, he like barely answers questions at Q&As, and it's the greatest thing I've ever seen. And it's just like, yeah, that's the kind of rock star celebrity vibe that some game designers have here, where it's just like their entire presence pretty much says it all. Yeah,
I mean, like, I'm a little bit of the opposite. Yeah, I am all presence for sure, but but my presence is just gonna be like, hear me roar. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in this motherfucker. Let's get it.
So let me ask you this: if you could get any 3 licenses for Tiebreaker, what 3 licenses would you like? What would be the dream?
Realistically, or like if I could just start robbing people?
If you could just start robbing people.
Yeah, pie in the sky. Do it.
All right. So Gearbox gonna run their pockets because I'm taking Borderlands back. Shout out to Contingent 99. They made a little game called Wizard of Legend. That's one of my favorite roguelikes ever. I'm trying to holler at them for real. That's my realistic dream too. But I want Wizard of Legend. I want Borderlands. And the third one, I'm about to do 4. I want John Wick, and I want fucking Jason Bourne.
Okay. Jason Bourne versus John Wick.
Yeah, I want both of them shits because I like spy thrillers a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because like, we get compared to superheroes a lot, but the funny thing is, I actually wrote it with spy thrillers in mind. Like, because I was thinking just like motherfuckers jumping out of planes, like Mission Impossible. Like, yo, I want triple X.
You know what? You could probably get that.
Yeah, I want the triple X license because motherfuckers fucking motorcycling over a river.
Didn't he?
You know what I'm saying?
Like, you seen on a motorcycle?
Yo, yeah. You ain't seen the second one? Like, he had
Ice Cube.
Yeah, when Ice Cube come out with the fucking rocket launcher, and they fucking play his shit, and he was like, "Yeah, what up, though? Came to save all y'all motherfuckers." Fucking what is this chick's name? I'm misgendering. Ruby Rose is like non-binary or something. Yeah.
Ruby Rose is in Triple X?
Yeah.
Oh,
the ball one.
Okay. I don't think I've seen the second one.
Yeah, they played the sniper.
Okay.
Because like they're like in that little fucking island joint, and Vin Diesel sitting there like, yeah, I'm gonna play cards and I'm gonna be like intimidating with my really absurdly deep voice, and I'm just gonna be really cool. And then Ruby Rose is like, bruh, hurry the fuck up. Like, I know you just trying to get in this bitch's pants. It's not happening. Just like fucking stick to the mission.
Wait, there's 3 Triple X movies?
There are 3 Triple X movies.
I don't think I saw the third one.
Return of Xander Cage is the third one. It was released in 2017.
Maybe I'm quoting the third one.
Because
I
the
know-
first one is Vin Diesel, the second one is Ice Cube, and I guess the third one is Vin Diesel again.
Yeah, Triple X State of the Union, and Triple X The Return of Xander Cage. There are 3.
I'm talking about the third one then, because I didn't see the
Okay.
one that Ice Cube starred in. I saw the 2 ones that Vin Diesel starred in.
Okay. So now I just want Vin Diesel versus Ice Cube. Like,
Right? But yeah, yo, tiebreaker, like we set up the power system. So like, yeah, like the first thing that comes up to your head is superheroes, because hyper competent heroes, clearly there's gotta be fucking from a different planet, because RPG characters don't fucking do shit right. So obviously this dude's the Flash. I'm like, no, he's John Wick.
Yeah.
yeah,
He's
but
got 2 guns, he's got fucking kung fu skills, and he could drive a car like a motherfucker.
You kill someone with a pencil.
He kills somebody with pencils, and mentioning his name makes every character in the goddamn universe shit their pants, bar none. Like,
really, the only 2 characters that I know whose name gets people shook is Jason Bourne and John Wick.
and I want both of those franchises for that reason. because like, fuck what you heard. Fuck any superhero in all of fiction. Nobody has that impact like John Wick and Jason Bourne. And that's what makes them tiebreakers, because they show up and it's a wrap. Superman shows up and people still want to throw hands at him, and he's a physical god.
Yeah. I mean, not even Batman.
Batman kind of has that reputation.
I mean,
Like,
I don't know, because people still fuck with him.
Yeah, they still fuck with him, but like the mooks that talk about Batman, like, oh shit, the Bats is coming. Maybe we should like say, oh man, like we should probably go. But then the other mook would be like, hey boss, yo, we can't do that, man. You know how the Joker gets down? The Joker would cut his throats.
See, okay,
You know?
so here's my thoughts on that. Because it's just like, I feel like if Jason Bourne or John Wick were mentioned, even Amanda Waller would go, oh fuck.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. See, because there's levels to this shit, right?
Right.
Superman, nobody fucking blinks. You know, like he's gonna hold his punches. Like, we might go to jail for the weekend, but Supes ain't gonna do real shit to us. Batman will fuck you up enough to make you question yourself, right? But then you'll ultimately go, my boss is scarier than Batman.
Right.
Yeah.
Batman will break my arm. Joker will break my neck.
You'll see
I'm gonna
who
keep
guessed it
following
with
orders.
Batman's, like AJ just said in chat. When Bats is mentioned, they just reconsider for just a beat.
Yeah,
Before
John Wick gets mentioned. The mooks are gonna be like, John Wick gonna kill my boss, and then he's gonna kill me in the process. I'm going to fuck home.
What did my nephew do? He killed John Wick's dog. Oh.
Oh,
And there's
yeah.
a silent fuck every single time that gets said, and it's just like,
Not even implied. That silence was loud. They should have just captured the fuck at that point.
oh.
Yo,
Like that
I
boy.
understand what's about to happen.
Shook.
my favorite.
My man's was spending the whole movie just fucking drunk off his ass, because he was like, they ain't really shit I could do. My son about to die. John Wick finna come after me next because I done fucked with him. So like, every time you see that gangster dude in the first movie, he got multiple shots of whiskey.
Yo,
He
my
was not sipping casually. He was trying to get drunk off his ass to forget that John Wick was gonna get in that ass.
my favorite scene in John Wick is like, he goes to the club and he recognizes one of the guards and he's just like, hey, you working? He's like, yeah. It's like, you might want to take the day. He's like, you good call.
Yo, little known fact about that scene. When he mentions the number that they bring up, he was telling John Wick how many goons were in there.
Oh,
That's like the little attention to detail.
John Wick is a movie that just drools over details and world building shit. Like it's phenomenal just as a like watching it brain dead fucking action movie, right? But the world building of John Wick is so fucking slick.
It's so good.
Yeah, where I'm just like, I don't want anybody else to have that license because they're not going to do it like I would.
Oh, and Arc Dragon Breath goes, how about the Punisher? I feel like the Punisher isn't in this league because you don't know when the Punisher's coming. Like, the Punisher just shows up.
The Punisher doesn't give you a chance to shit your pants until he puts a bullet through your head and your body does it naturally.
Like, John Wick will let you know he's coming, and like you might catch a glimpse of Jason Bourne all the way, but Punisher is just there, and then it's over for everybody.
It's curtains.
Because like John Wick knows he's the shit, so he'll call motherfuckers like, you fucked up, and just because he knows it's gonna make them shake, right? Like he knows how shook he has the underworld, right? You know what I mean? So like the Punisher though, it's like the Punisher is not social like that. That's not how. Like
the Punisher is more like a bomb. You know, like a bomb with 1 second on the timer. Like you don't get that warning to really feel that panic.
Yeah, it's like he's already set off. He's more like
it's just a done deal.
It's just more like an avalanche that just hasn't reached your village yet. From the tallest fucking mountain in the world.
You know who else is in that category to me?
And all of our cities are just wrapped around that motherfucker. The Punisher has just been working his way downhill.
Yeah.
Fucking everybody up.
But you know who else is in that category to me? The OG Terminator. T2 Terminator. Well, that's on your ass. It's curtains.
It's rap. Yeah, like Terminator's in that Punisher category. It's like, you don't know he's coming.
Until you somehow hear dun 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 dun.
But future Terminator, while he's in his original timeline, he has the John Wick effect.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because the human soldiers are like, fuck, they sent the T-1000 after us. We're doomed. Not listening to command anymore. So I think like mechanically speaking, like you really could just define an intimidation role based on your reputation.
Absolutely.
Like,
and I love
that
idea.
It's just like, will you still listen to your boss? Yes or no? Like, that's your intimidation role. You know what I'm saying? If my name gets mentioned, like, are you going to like go, okay, maybe I'll just do what he said once and then try to hide from my boss later? Or are you going to go, fuck my boss, I'm out of here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I really do think, like, for Batman, you don't betray your boss for Batman. You take that ass whooping, you go to the hospital, and maybe you get to live another day, depending on who your boss is. If
you betray your boss for John Wick, like, immediately. But for Soups, he don't even, like, Soups might get the intimidate role, but, like, he'd have to work for it.
Yeah, his reputation is that of a Boy Scout, so it's just like...
Well, that's the thing, it's like...
You have to do the whole world of cardboard speech and everything, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He'd be like, you know I've been holding back this whole time, right? Y'all know I literally show up because bullets don't hurt me. I got punched across the city block and my suit is still intact. Do y'all know who you fucking with? Clearly you don't, because I have been way too nice to y'all motherfuckers. And honestly, I ain't had my coffee today. I told y'all niggas don't rob that old lady again. All right, Soups is being serious. I'm about to make people implode. Why? Because I can punch you so hard, I'll choose if you go inside or outside, but the giblets are going everywhere one way or another. Now, are y'all still doing crime today or what?
Oh, this is a good question for chat. What about the bride from Kill Bill?
The bride from Kill Bill.
I feel like she's on that level.
The bride is on Batman level.
But she'll kill your ass.
she will kill you, but that doesn't make a difference though, because think about the Bride versus Lucy Liu's gang.
Yeah, I mean the crazy 88s didn't flinch. They all went at her.
Yeah, they ain't flinched. You know what I'm saying? Think about the rest of the assassins. They all still fought her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that,
like,
you got a point.
Fucking the blonde chick. What was that? Gwyneth Paltrow?
Oh,
the one that died
with the eye patch.
Yeah, like Copperhead. I think she was.
Her name.
I think she was Copperhead.
Hannah, yeah.
Yeah, Daryl Hannah. She went hunting for her. The Bride does not make those intimidate checks.
Yeah. Yeah,
she
you're
is
right.
intimidating, but she doesn't make the intimidate checks. Like she's still like that tier 2. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man. I mean, I could go home, but Bill might fucking 5-point exploding heart technique me or some shit. Like, I don't think he actually knows it, but he says he does, and I ain't trying to find out.
I really can't think of anybody whose name gets people as spooked as John Wick or Jason Bourne. Like, it's really a thing. Like, yeah, I've never thought about it like this.
It's like you got your S tier murderers, and then like A, B, and C.
Yeah.
Also, AP folks, publishers, reviewers. This is what makes me different from other game designers. I know my tropes, and I can turn them into game mechanics like that. Hire me, talk to me, put me on your shows.
Yo, I'm telling you, I'm fully in support. We gotta get this more often, because I'm just like, using reputation as a weapon is dope in the films, and I really haven't seen a system do that very well.
Including mine, unfortunately. I ain't gonna hold you. but
that's a feature you gotta add now.
I'm doing it. I'm saving it for John Wick when I get that shit. or my John Wick knockoff if I can't get it. but look out for that mechanic. Yeah, one of the other things about Tiebreaker, a little segue about that, is the reason I started doing that whole spiel is because Tiebreaker is modular in a way that a lot of systems aren't. Because the indie scene has a fucking phenomenal hacking culture, right?
Right.
And one of my goals of Tiebreaker is to help facilitate that, and help other game designers that aren't really like particularly into doing game mechanics like that, have a base for them to go, okay, but Tiebreaker doesn't really handle like my fucking like Easter Bunny tabletop RPGs where I sell carrots to people in between shooting them. You know, so like we have a system called Grooves, which is basically like a blueprint for making your own mechanics based off of what's already existing.
Okay.
And so what we were talking about just now with the John Wick mechanics and stuff, that would be the basis for a reputation groove. So I can immediately just say that if I wanted to put that into numbers, I would just make that 3 tiers of reputation.
Okay.
Where you can basically say like, at tier 1, I still have to roll. At tier 2, my rolls to ignite it. My rolls to intimidate ignite. And at tier 3, they explode. Period. Like, if I try to intimidate you, any success I make is basically I get a showstopper for successes because I'm John fucking Wick.
Hell yeah. Really quick, hey to roll raiders. Thank you for joining us. We're just talking about Tiebreaker, John Wick, and how modular the system is. Now, when you say a dice can ignite, what do you mean by that? Like bring us into the
terminology. Ignite is our term for rerolls, but because of its relationship to how exploding dice work in our system, it's slightly different.
Okay.
Because the explosion mechanic in Tiebreaker is normally tied to something called a showstopper. A showstopper is also one of our ways where our game is designed to make everyone at the table feel good. Because showstoppers are triggered by doing a stunt. And a stunt is basically just any description that's beyond like, I roll to attack it. Because, you know, like you play a lot of other games and like you kind of limit your descriptions because combat takes like 2 fucking hours and then your descriptions don't do anything and you end up missing and the shit that you described didn't happen. And that feels bad. Right?
Yeah.
So with the stunt system, bare minimum, you get extra dice. Because people like rolling fucking shiny math rocks. It's a thing. I'm leaning onto the addiction. I know y'all got boxes of them shits. Bring them out. Tiebreaker supports it. So the stunts is the basis for all of it. Okay. But if your stunts make somebody visibly react or audibly react, if you're playing mics cams off or whatever, right? It goes to a vote and people throw their hands up and go, hey, yeah, fuck it. Make that a showstopper. So, during a showstopper,
really cool.
Yeah, gets cooler. So during a showstopper, any dice that would normally ignite, which allows you a reroll on a 6 if at ignite 1, and it goes down to ignite 3, where 4s, 5s, and 6s ignite. Any ignited dice explode, and explosions let you reroll those successes.
Okay.
So when I say John Wick skips the ignite shit and just goes, my dice explode when I intimidate people. See how the mechanic already kind of ties into the fiction? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just like when he mentions his name, people notice.
Yeah.
People know, like, because John Wick's reputation lets his fucking intimidate checks explode on all successes. Ooh. Showstopper, no ignite, just I'm John fucking Wick. If I roll a 4, you're not doing shit today.
Oh god, no, I love this, and this is really just making me really wish that I could see Jason Bourne versus John Wick in a fight. I don't know who I got my money on. I do. I got my money on John Wick. I put it
on Jason Bourne.
If it's a straight up fight, John Wick.
If it's a straight up fight, John Wick wins.
It's kind of like the Batman argument. If Jason Bourne has time to prepare.
Mm-hmm.
See, but my argument on that is John Wick don't need to prepare. I feel like John Wick can walk into anywhere with a gun and just figure it out.
Oh, that's the thing, and I think that.
But like, see, the thing is that Jason Bourne as an assassin, he's basically Captain America in his own universe.
Yeah.
Like the Bourne Project gave him a super serum. Like, which is why like he can run a full clip in like a couple of seconds and not be tired like at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's peak human condition to begin with. John Wick just doesn't give a fuck. So like in a hand-to-hand fight, he still wins.
Yeah.
But the thing is that Jason Bourne can fucking prepare, he can reposition, he can do this shit all fucking day long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Wick eventually gets tired.
Yeah, right? and I love that they show that in the films too. So Jason Bourne, like, you might be right with prep time.
With prep time,
might be
John Wick's ass. The other thing is that John Wick is unstable. Like, he's very emotional. Like, he reacts to things. Like, just like he keeps his heart on his sleeve. Jason Bourne is a natural manipulator. Like, he plays people in, like, psychologically. You know what I'm saying? Like, he will do shit like, I am sitting right across from your office building. I'm looking at the picture of your daughter on your desk. You should leave me alone.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, is Jason Bourne plays mind games for sure.
Yes,
for sure.
He plays mind games. He will have John Wick going all over the fucking place looking for him until he gets him somewhere with a clear shot, and then that'll be a 50 cal right through John Wick's brain, and then it's a wrap. like 7 times out of 10, I gave it to Bourne.
Yeah,
because like the thing is, they're both action movies, they're both thrillers, you know, they both have like kind of like shadowy underworlds and shit, but Bourne is fucking the bane of his universe, you know? Like, John Wick was in the darkness Bourne fucking didn't see light till he was a man. Bourne was like, the light is honestly really not my element. I would rather go here and manipulate the shadows. Like, I'm a lot more comfortable fucking with people here, but you guys keep killing my girlfriends, and I'm telling you to stop that shit.
Which is the
like,
more potent motivation.
we done spent the whole
dogs.
movie building up this girl to have a whole fucking, like, a well-developed character arc, and then you threw her under a bus, and now I'm going to make everybody suffer for it.
Did they do a Jason
Hawkeye
Bourne movie without Jason Bourne in it, though?
Hmm?
Did they do a Jason Bourne movie without Jason Bourne in it?
I was literally just making that joke.
Yeah.
But then I'm going to take a day off and let Hawkeye be me.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It was Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, Jeremy
Renner.
Renner.
I was trying to remember who it was, because I'm like,
Eh.
And then like the whole thing about that particular movie is the ending. Spoilers, probably mute me if you don't want to hear the spoiler for that. Is that at the end of Jeremy Renner's movie, they completely undermine everything that they built his character up to be by going, well, he's still not fucking born. At the end of the shit.
Way to just kill that. I thought he was I thought he was supposed to be like an improvement on board or something.
No. Mm-mm.
So they just made a movie with us following some dude that's not as cold as the dude we actually want to see.
Yeah, built his whole character up in like a 1-minute scene towards the end. It's like a couple of throwaway lines where they're just like, well, Bourne's still out there. He's more of a higher priority than this guy is. So let him go, pretty much.
I'll never understand how
they just built the entire movie around saying how cool Jason Bourne is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty much the Worf effect. Like, they had Jeremy Renner on there being badass, and then going, see this guy? See how fucking cool he is? The protagonist that you've been missing for the last 2 hours is even better.
It's just an advertisement.
it's a commercial, yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking 2-hour advertisement.
I have to ask you a question that we ask every guest, and you set me up perfectly a bit ago with how Tiebreaker allows you to use all of your shiny math rocks.
Mm-hmm.
There is a war in the TTRPG community here where people think that dice are forbidden candy, and they crunch on their dice. They put their dice in their mouth and just kind of chew on them. There are those people are called crunchers, and then there are those of us who think that is fucking disgusting. Don't do that, and we are on the side of stop the crunch. So I have to ask you right here, right now, what side of this war are you on? Do you support the crunchers, or are you stop the crunch?
That's some white people shit. Y'all niggas weird.
Yes.
Like, clip me. I don't give a fuck. I'm dying on that hill. This hill, this day.
Gross. Get that shit out of your mouth.
What's wrong with you? Yo, if you throw that shit on your tables and you put that shit back in your mouth, do you disinfect those tables first? Did you wash your hands, my guys?
They always go, no, we wash our dice, and I don't believe them. They lie.
My cheese and my gems, did you wash your motherfucking hands before you put the dice in your mouth? Did you wash the dice? Where are you storing them shits? Is it fucking hyperallergenic?
This is gross. We in a pandemic, you sick bastards.
We in a whole ass pandemic, and you just putting germs in your mouth, like
all willy nilly, trying to make it a counterculture. It's not a counterculture.
Are you sharing these dice with other people before you put them in your mouth too? Like, do you have other motherfuckers' hands on your shit too?
That's why we gotta stop this shit. I need to borrow some V6s.
Because I know every table got that dude that's like, yo, man, sorry I'm late. I forgot my dice, you know what I'm saying? I was at the fucking gas station getting me a Gatorade, you know what I mean? Can I hold that D20 though? You know what I'm saying? Did you give it to him? Did you give that dice to him and put it in your mouth? You nasty motherfucker.
Bo was going, when did you last clean your phone? Bo, I don't put my phone in my mouth, though.
Yeah, yo. And matter of fact, I cleaned my phone yesterday. Like, maybe I'm a little sensitive to this, but like, I work in healthcare, so like, it's kind of like, like, I disinfect my shit every once in a while because I'm like, man, I ain't about to bring COVID back to my house. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I've been sitting here with this fucking food bag. Got me a coffee. I'm about to eat that.
Well, thank you. We finally got another one on the stop the crotch side. So boom.
Yeah. Stop that shit. Nah.
You bite your fingernails. You eat chips. Like, well, you can't justify it. Don't stop the crotch.
I don't bite my fingernails either. I got a nail clipper.
Tell him. Where that though? Where that though? Right there, right here, Bo. Right here, Bo.
That shit in the other room. I can't pull it out that quick, but
his hands are gross.
True. All right, we've been at this for about an hour and 30 minutes, so we're gonna take a break, and we're gonna come back with the dark roast because I need to go be human and take a cigarette break. So we will talk to y'all in about 10 minutes.
See you in a sec.
Hello, and welcome back to the second half of our episode, The Dark Roast, where we get into more serious topics, or at least we try to. Our track record isn't the best. So I just want to jump right into it, which is, you are a black game designer, which is something that, this space, we're still forging our spot in here. And I just wanted to kind of tackle on what specific challenges that's presented for you as you've been making your way through, and putting out this kick-ass system.
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, we was just talking about that during the break before we came back. We had some serious stuff, some stuff that's gonna stay between us. But fact of the matter is like being a black game designer is like being a black anything else. We black folk out here are going to struggle unless we're doing the two fucking things that are fucking acceptable for niggas to do, like music and sports. Right? I said that verbatim like 3 minutes before. You know what I mean? And like, there's always going to be like some sort of preconceived notion, and I don't give a fuck who says what about, oh, well, I have a black guy at my table too. Nigga, you got one black guy at your table.
And it's always the same one.
It's always the same motherfucker at all 4 of your fucking tables. You know what I'm saying? That nigga is the one black guy at all 4 of his D&D tables.
I mean, I still don't know how we've made it all the way to 2022, and there are still like all white tables. Like, I'll never understand that.
I mean, some of that is just a cultural thing. Some of that's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, people like to speak up on Twitter all the time talking about like, well, where are all the black professionals at? Where are all the black gamers at? Like, we out here. You know what I'm saying? We exist, but like, people might be mad at me for saying it. Like, yeah, we exist, but nigga, we exist on Twitter. And Twitter is like a global thing, and I can still only think of a dozen or so folks that are prominent in the space that are black.
Yeah.
That are doing their thing. And I have maybe 10, 20 more people that are like sub 1,000 accounts. I mean, and I try to follow back most of them, you know what I'm saying? Like, but the fact of the matter is we are few and far between. We exist, we're out here, but we not getting the opportunities. People fucking chase us out of our communities, out of these communities. I'm saying, especially like black female gamers and shit, be getting the worst than niggas do. You know what I mean? And I hear my sisters be talking about that shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? So there's definitely challenges. It's the same fucking challenges we get everywhere else in life. And it makes a lot of people not want to try. And I, as a game designer, as a person, I want people to feel like you're welcome here. You know what I mean? You're valued here, and you can do what I'm doing right the fuck now. I have no fucking qualifications. I'm a high school graduate. I ain't study for this shit like formally or anything. All I did was fucking stand Vincent Baker. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good friends with his wife now. Like me and Meg is tight. Like Meg fucking wrote for my shit. You know what I'm saying? But I learned game design from studying other game designers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have fucking severe depression. I have barriers outside of just my skin tone. You know what I mean? But like the thing is like I mentioned before about that meteor analogy. That's my day-to-day life. I have not done anything successful in my life outside of fucking this and not getting dumped by my girlfriend yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But jokes aside, like yo, like I do this so hard because I know people are going to be like, how many people that look like me are doing this? There's nobody that I can look up to. You know what I'm saying? So what are my chances of doing it? Your chances are as good as mine. They're probably better. You know, like I do this for my young brothers and sisters and other kin. Know what I mean? Like I ain't not trying to other folks, you know what I'm saying? Like but like no matter your gender identity or whatever, you know, like my minority folk, you know, like I put my black people first because nigga, I'm black. But like you know, I got Asian homies, Latino homies, like whatever, you know what I'm saying? I do it for them too because like I'm brown, they brown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we brown, we can get down. Know what I mean? So it's like, yo, you got this. Put the work in though. You know what I'm saying? Like do your studies, get your Google account up, look up some business shit. By God, figure out taxes a motherfucker, get an accountant. Shit sucks. But like I put that aside for a second. But the fact of the matter is like there's challenges for us, you know what I'm saying? So get out there and do it. Because like I did it and I'm nobody, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that I'm starting to see in the black community in this space, which is like we're all trying to let people know, like, yo, jump in. I'm a high school dropout, so I feel you on that. It's just like it's, you know, I have nothing but the highest respect for our hustle. Like y'all really don't understand the amount of work that some of your favorites are doing behind the scenes. And
I was saying
like
the whole fucking conversation, like, bro, I did 50 G's and niggas are still not talking about me. Fuck you mean what challenges they are?
Like people will not believe how little sleep I get
wrong,
because like I'm always working.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like I gotta be cooler than any of my contemporaries. You know what I'm saying? My mechanics gotta go harder. You know what I mean? I gotta be better at marketing and shit. And I do all that shit with no training. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the folks I mentioned earlier, they done went to college. They have money. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Some of them might be broke. Some of them might have started broke. You know what I'm saying? But like they done had opportunities that I don't have. That I still don't have. And ain't nobody gave me shit. Including Jay, I had to pay that nigga back.
I mean, like, the other thing is people really underestimate how powerful a network is. Like some people make it just because of who they know, and I know that a lot of the brothers and sisters that I see grinding out here came in knowing nobody. Like building that reputation, building that brand, it's work.
You know? Like, I don't know folks like that. I know a couple of like, you know, I'm not on their shows either, am I?
See, there you go.
Got mad mutuals, mad high counts, and ain't nobody invite me to shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, matter of fact, I think you're the only account that's higher than me that's invited me to something. Most of the interviews I do are people with lower follower accounts to me. Not that follower accounts matter. I'll holler at anybody that wants to talk to me.
No, but I see what that means.
I'm a regular ass dude, but like, as far as like getting opportunities and shit that could put me forward, you know what I'm saying? If like some of the people that you know talk to me, I'd be trending.
Yeah. I mean, and that look, I hate this myth that follower counts don't matter, because it does. It's a platform, right? And like, there is a silent transaction that happens amongst any social media, where if somebody has a higher platform or more followers, then it's kind of like, hey, let me use my platform to help you out.
Mhm.
Generally, if somebody has a smaller follower account than you and they're bringing you on, it's like, hey, I want you to use your platform to help me out. So
Yeah,
like, I understand that that's the dynamic of it.
Mhm.
it
And
is the
like,
dynamic, and I'm perfectly fine with that. That's how the business works. That's how it is. That's how it is. So that's also why I'm like, yo, put me on. You know what I'm saying? Not just for my sake, but like, if you just started off doing interviews or whatever, holla at me.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know, if you 100 fucking follower account and you need somebody to do an interview, if you talk to me, I'll bring you the same energy I bring anybody else. You know what I mean? Because I know how it is. Like coming up, and people don't fuck with you because they don't think that you got it. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And like, there's been a couple of movements in like the Twitter space, the shoot your shot kind of
Shout
movements.
out to TTRPG Rising, yo.
Like,
I
but
was
I
like,
think, oh,
yo,
go
that
ahead.
shit started trending like the moment I hit like 2K. And I was like, man, when I was at 700, I could have used this. I was doing all that fucking follow Friday bullshit. I was following everybody,
I
people
hate
following
Follow
me back,
Friday with
and
a passion.
um, not
Yo,
getting no damn engagement on my post anyway. Like I got a 2Ks and only got like fucking 10 people that actually retweet me.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. Follow Friday got me to my first K, and like, I was a big supporter of it, and I would see like people with like 10K followers being like, yo, we gotta stop this Follow Friday shit, and I'm like, yo,
I'm like,
stop
it's
fucking
nice
my
for
shit.
you to say that. You already made
Here's the
it.
thing, though, is like, at least with my experience with Follow Friday, is I'd get tagged with about 30 other people in like a thread, and then I'd get maybe a follower out of it if I was lucky. And it would clog my notifications up for the day, so I eventually ended up just like muting the hashtag because like
Like, to be fair, I understand what those people were saying, because like, I do have a substantial number of followers now, and when Follow Friday comes, like, a bunch of people will tag me in it, and
Yeah,
I'm
you're gonna
like,
be out here like,
yeah,
damn, I'm
and I
trying to
have to
figure out
tell
what
them like, I'm
that
doing all right, like,
actually
focus on
you know what I'm saying?
somebody.
Like, was somebody trying to talk to me, or am I just getting listed with like 900 D&D accounts that I'm not gonna look at because I don't play that shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
like,
like, did I get a reply to one of these fucking thought experiment threads that I did? Like, did I shoot my shot and I missed the fucking hey, come on the show post? You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna look like an asshole for not talking back to him because I got like 900 fucking FF posts under here.
I mean, and
Like,
that
I get it. I
that's
get it, but I don't like. I
I
don't like when people fucking complain about people showing you love.
sure.
But then it's also like I'm not at that point, so I'm still hungry for it. You know,
right.
like for me, it's not annoying. For me,
Well,
it's just
the,
like,
the reason why it
thank
was like
you.
this because the people that were like hitting me up with the Follow Fridays were people that didn't interact with me any other time during the week
Oh yeah, like I said,
Yeah.
like they don't interact with me either.
at all.
But like the thing is like Noir was saying, it was like, yo, the number is not a myth. A lot of folks that talk to me now probably would not have talked to me if I wasn't 1.5, 2.1. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
that's absolutely true, and that's something that I want to speak to, because it's just like, I, when I was like, when I was under a K, like, I was hungry for any kind of interaction, any kind of support I could get, and that's why, like, I didn't have a problem with Follow Friday. Now, like, I'm doing okay, and people are still listening to me, and I'm never gonna complain about that. But I always tell people like, yo, I'm good. Focus on somebody else
Yeah.
like that needs it. And one of the
Yeah.
things that I've noticed is that there are people that once they hit a K or 5K or 10K, they only retweet or communicate with people that are at 1K, 5K, and 10K. And it's
Mm-hmm.
just like, I want to make sure that I never become that person. Like,
Yeah, it's like if you ain't got enough
yeah,
clout, like It's like fucking Ash throwing a Pokeball at Charizard. Like,
I don't have enough badges to train me.
if you don't get a retweet from fucking Aubrey or somebody first before you try catching me.
And that's the thing, like, I don't understand why people are so stingy with likes, retweets, and follows, because that's how you grow somebody's platform. Like, if somebody comes to me and they're like, yo, I got this project I believe in, like, I just need a little bit of shine. I've done the work to build my platform. I didn't just build my platform so I could be okay. I built my platform.
Yeah.
So like,
sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Like I mentioned Aubrey a second ago, but you know what? I want to give her an official shout out, and Christina Ariel, because of all the people I know, they actually engage with me when I tag them and shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they'll be like, "Yo, like slay." I'll be like, "Thank you."
Like, and that's exactly it. Like, you can tell the character of a person by what they're willing to do for somebody that has nothing to offer them. Like, I don't mean to say that in like a cruel, calloused, or like cocky way, but it's just like, if I have nothing to gain from helping, but I still want to help, that shows me who you are. Like, but if you are only helping because you want to be put on, like, that shows who you are as well. And that's like, I don't fuck with that.
Welcome in, Raiders.
Yeah, I don't like. See, the thing is, like, I'm kind of mixed with that, to be honest with you, because it's like, I get people being hungry and just kind of like they like overstep their boundaries occasionally because they're just like, yo, I'm trying to get any opportunity I can get, you know what I mean? And then they forget like those courtesies and shit that you would normally be doing for folks that they can't really profit off of, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So sometimes I just have to look at folks and like how they treat others in general. You know what I mean? But like, I'm not going to fucking fault anybody for being hungry, you know?
Like, there's a way to be hungry and still not be like an asshole. Like,
yeah.
Like, okay, so here's what I mean by that. There are some people that'll be like, hey, there'll be some people that are like, hey, help me. And like, you're like, okay, here's the help I can give you now. They're like, that's it? Like, that's entitlement. That's entitlement. And I've seen that.
Yeah, nah, none of that, yo. Like, you can't come at folks entitled and shit. You just gotta be like, be hungry but be humble. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because, like, which is hard because humble come off as, like, not confident sometimes. And so you gotta be like, you gotta learn how to balance that energy, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I knew a kid at one time that I ain't gonna say his name, but he was a main character for a minute. He came off mad confident, but he wasn't being humble. And so people were like, who the fuck is this kid? I've never even heard of him. And it was laughing his ass off Twitter. And he closed his account. He also did some fucked up shit that I don't personally agree with. So I don't even fuck with this kid no more. But like, before that shit came out, he was still getting laughed at before that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
it was just like, yo, you gotta balance the energy, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not even like just about like a give or take kind of thing. It's more just be grateful for what you're getting and be willing to like reciprocate for others. You gotta like play that shit forward. You know what I mean? Because if you're not doing that, then like people gonna look at you like a fraud, you know? And then it's just like the other thing is just like, I like to tell people a lot lately that it's just like, if you're gonna be doing this shit, you gotta have that fucking rapper energy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a motherfucking GOAT. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because I tell people I'm dope all the time. I'm not doing it just to talk to myself. I'm doing it because I'm fucking dope. But
it helps to remind yourself too, because like sometimes
it does. Because like I said, I got that severe depression shit. I don't be wanting to get out of bed on most days. If y'all hadn't texted me last night, I'd have fell asleep. I'd have been up to 2.
Bro, I almost didn't wake up today. Like I'm so fucking tired.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm glad you did. I'm having a good time.
Like I'm glad now, but at the time I was like, I'm about to kill everybody. Like, get some coffee.
Everybody getting it. Everybody get it. I don't give a fuck. Damn, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, rapper energy. So it's just like, yo, like you gotta get at this shit like you the GOAT. Like I was saying earlier, this particular conversation, right? Where I talk about how I'm dope, how I might have imposter syndrome, but I'm never gonna shit on my work. You know, because I know my work is the greatest out there. But the corollary to talking about being the GOAT is the nice thing about this is something I learned from just watching rappers do interviews is that they also call other people the GOAT. So greatest of all time is something that you can be tied for. There can be several that are the greatest.
I mean, like in the rapping community, it's usually like top 5. Like
yeah.
I think there's the understanding that no one person is the only GOAT. Like even though it's like greatest of all time, like that doesn't just mean one person. Like
yeah, greatest is plural.
What I want to be one of the GOATs of the TTRPG community, and I see
like
that
you don't have to be the GOAT, but you can be a GOAT.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can be like buy and headbutt people. It's cool.
Beat my hand, just chill for the rest of my life. I feel that.
You know what I mean? Make people feel you, and then run because horns hurt.
I mean, like, but
John Wick of game design, without being John Wick, the game designer.
I mean, like, either way you go, like you're fucking like I swear to God, you won just by having the name Follow My Blade. Like that shit is so fucking sick, bro. But yeah, that's absolutely right. And I measure a TTRPG GOAT not just by the shit that they've done, but like who they've empowered to also make it, you know?
Yeah.
Like who have they opened the door for? Who have they, given a hand to? Like if you just out here winning on your own, like congratulations, you successful, but that don't make you the GOAT. Like to me, like even when it comes to rappers or basketball players or football players or whatever, a GOAT is somebody that made the whole squad look good, you know? And like that's what I admire.
I don't follow basketball, but I'm still gonna say LeBron James. He done made like 6 teams look good in the last couple of years.
I'm Chicago, so it's always gonna be Michael Jordan.
yeah. Shout out to Mike Jordan, yo. But as far as TTRPG is concerned, like I'm gonna give it the burst of hope based on your definitions. Like I shout out Jess all the time, but Jess is out here killing themselves to help other people, yo. Like, I be yelling at them at the Utopia Discord sometimes, like, just take a fucking day off. They gonna be all right. You not.
So
you gonna die of this oxygen. Okay. But like, everything they do just gives off the energy that's like they in it for the homies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like and like I said, just gave me that AP. They ain't charged me for that. Because that was way outside my budget. There was no way I was gonna be able to pay those folks fairly. Even with the money I made, like that money is mostly going to printing and taxes and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Jess was like, yo, I have a platform. I have an opportunity. We could run that shit for the Kickstarter. It also helps Kiana. You know what I mean? And Kiana was like, yo, like, I'll pay them. You know what I mean? And neither of them asked for me to chip in. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they both came out here and they helped the brother out where I needed that exposure, you know? So I might not have did the money I did if they didn't help me out too. You know what I'm saying? So them
Jess and all of the Utopia crew, all
the Utopia crew, all the homies that was on that stream, J Dragon, for the loan, Smunchy for giving me my fucking title and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they're my goats. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like but it's nice to know that folks could see the vision and was like, we got you. So I talk about people not talking about me a lot. Yeah. But I've had people act for me more than a lot of other folks have had the opportunity before, you know what I mean? Even like right now, like you came and was just like, yo, like I see you doing your thing, come on my show.
I mean,
you know
like,
what
that's what you gotta do. What's the point of having a show if you don't like keep the like? Yeah.
So, it's just like, and I come on the show and I spend half this fucking show shouting out everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I do it, because I don't really have anything else to offer than just being able to be super fucking hype and enthusiastic about other people's shit.
I mean, but that's the way it works though. Like, we know that Tiebreaker is gonna be lit, and we've talked about how lit it's gonna be, but we've also gotten to see behind the scenes at everybody that helped bring this together. Like you said, it took a whole team. Ultimately, it's your face on it, so like, it lives and dies by what you do. But like to be able to find a moment to take the time to acknowledge the other people that helped make this happen, hell yeah, that's what it's all about.
Also, shout out to Monkey Paws Games and Sandy Paw Games too, because they also out here doing big things for folks. And Monkey's Paws Games actually did a groove for me, and they did a lot of the examples in the book. So Nick M was out here helping a brother out too. And they ain't how to do that. You know what I mean? So like, I don't shout them out. I'm shouting them out enough. And Sandy will be like, bruh, chill. I don't need that. No, fuck you, Sandy. You get a shout out. I hold that compliment, nigga.
Run this compliment. All right.
Run this compliment. Better shout me out next time, motherfucker.
Yo, so talking about people that we like, that we support and all this good stuff, we've got a question that we ask every week, which is that if you could play at a TTRPG table with any 5 people that are alive, you can pick whatever system you want, whatever GM you want. Who you playing with, what game you playing, and who's the GM?
I'm not GMing. I done GM'd enough. I be fucking out here pitching shit and nobody wants to run the shit first. So I gotta be like, hey, look, this is what it looks like to be a GM for my game. It's really cool. Fucking hate GMing. But yeah, 5 people. 5 people. Yo, damn, that's hard. There's a lot of folks out here with some big energy that would be real fucking cool. I don't know their name, but whoever did the fucking stunts for the Triple X movies.
Ooh.
I want that nigga at my table because I think he would come up with some ill shit. And fuck what you heard, we playing my game. I ain't gonna be humble for that one. So I want the Triple S motherfucker to play that shit. I want my best friend Dino Fuzz playing my shit. Cause that's my day one, so he gonna ride.
All right.
I want fucking the nigga that played Bricks from Borderlands. and only if he plays a siren. And only if she's the prettiest.
Okay.
Yo, just slight diversion there. My girlfriend got me a cameo from him.
Oh,
that shit had me in tears. Like, that guy is so fucking kind. Like, I've seen some cameos where they're just kind of like, oh, hey, it's me, famous guy. Happy birthday. Like, this dude gave me like a whole fucking poem and shit. Like, and I was like, ah! and like, before I finish this list, like, I want y'all to understand how fucking important that was for me. Because like Brick was one of my favorite characters, and like I said earlier, we don't have a lot of black people doing big things, and Brick's voice actor is a black guy, and so like in Borderlands 2 that there's that scene where you like jump off that fucking tower, and he's like, "Scab, I'm so fucking proud of you that you just do that." And I was like, "Brick's proud of me." And so then for Christmas, they have him be like, "Yo, you doing your thing out here, cuz? Like, shout out to you. Merry Christmas to you and your family." You know what I mean? I was like, "Oh my god."
Yo, we got to get you that Borderlands license, fam.
Yeah, yo, like Gearbox, come on, Randy. I know you're not watching, but somebody that, if y'all know Randy, tell him let me write a spinoff to the fucking Borderlands game. Let me do an expansion or something. I don't even need the whole license. Just let me write for you.
Get him in the building.
All right. So I said the Triple S dude, my bestie, Brick. And I got two other picks.
Yeah.
Damn, this is hard. I want to play with Donnie Yen.
With who?
Donnie Yen.
Donnie Yen. Yeah.
And the last one's gonna be hard. I want to say The Rock.
The Rock.
The Rock got comedic chops, yo.
He do. It's always either The Rock or Vin Diesel. Every time we do these lists.
Yo, I mean, like, Vin Diesel was there. Like I said, I like Triple X too, but like, it was like, man, Vin Diesel get to fucking be on a lot of other people's dreams list. You can hold one. You sit one out.
So
if he wants to come, I know that dude plays TTRPGs. Like, Vin Diesel.
But he ain't gonna be at the table with The Rock, though.
You don't think he'll be at the table with The Rock?
Nah, they beefing.
Huh?
They beefing.
Oh, they beefing?
Yeah.
Yo, Rock. Then squash that shit. Squash that shit for my dreams. There is a not so young black kid. I'm pushing 40, so it's not like no Make-A-Wish shit, but you know what I mean? Also, I don't have the cancers or nothing. I'm just fat and old. This pitch isn't working out the way I wanted it to, but we're doing it live, okay?
So out of your group, who's GM?
Come play Tiebreaker with me. Matter of fact, for you guys, I will play Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, wow.
I will run Dungeons and Dragons.
I still can't believe this man got Hollywood to give him money to play his D&D character in a movie.
Fucking legend, dude.
You can't beat that. But out of your group, who's GMing?
Oh, damn. Brick.
Yeah, the voice.
James Arnett was the stunt coordinator for Triple X.
James Arnett? Yeah, James Arnett. Either James or Brick.
Okay, all right.
Because if James is doing it, the stunts are going to be fucking fire. If Brick is doing it, all of the characters are going to be fire. So
what game would y'all be playing?
I already said mine.
Yeah, okay, I was about to be like, if you don't say tiebreaker, motherfucker, I'm a snap at you.
Like, is that not a tiebreaker cast?
That is
tiebreaker.
Yes, absolutely, that is.
Like if y'all fuck the interview shit. I'm doing y'all. If y'all were to get somebody to play my game, who are the 5 top people to play my shit?
All right, here we go.
Do it.
First person I would have to say would be. Ooh, this is a tough one. I'm gonna go with. It's gonna seem like a weird choice, but just bear with me. Chris Tucker.
I like it.
We're going Chris Tucker. Then after that, oh God, I can't remember his name right now, but Black Dynamite? Michael Jai White. Yeah.
Touche. 3 more.
Quentin Rampage Jackson.
Okay.
Well, no, not him. There's another UFC fighter that would be hilarious. He's my balls are hot dude. He's fucking hilarious. Like, But either one of them, because I love big.
Wait, the skinny dude that'd be like teabagging niggas and shit. You talking about him?
Oh no! But now I'm mentioning Israel Adalia, the style bender.
Yeah, yo.
Him. Austin Creed.
Austin Creed played D&D too.
Yeah.
All right. I'm with it.
Just
One more.
rounded out with with the New Day.
Yeah, I gotta have Big E in there, like Big. So those are my 5, because like those are all personalities that are just like go hard, and I feel like they would keep trying to one up each other, and Tiebreaker is the system where like
we promote that shit. Like, yo, bring your style. Like, bring your style, be a good supporting actor, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think Chris Tucker would be that good supporting actor too. He would just be fucking egging everybody on.
Absolutely. Like, people underestimate just how cool Chris Tucker is, and I hate it.
Yeah, Chris Tucker is that nigga, man. He is. All right, Anita, you on the spot now.
Shit. Okay. Let's fucking do it.
See, I fuck with that.
Like, I instantly think like the Pacific Rim cast. So let's do Idris Elba. Let's do Macklemore. Let's do, fuck.
Yo, Idris Elba would be
who
cool,
else?
bro.
Who else are we thinking?
That Macklemore is the second one.
No, not Macklemore. She played. She was the chick in Pacific Rim. What's her name? I think her name is Macklemore. She's Japanese.
Oh, okay.
Frig, what's her name? Let's do Haley Atwell. Just for the acting chops. And knows how to be a badass. I want to see Ember Moon, formerly Ember Moon from WWE. Now she's Athena, I think. Is this?
I'm not sure her new name, but yeah, I know Ember Moon.
Rinku Kikuchi, yeah, is the name. And so that's.
I think you're at 4.
I've got 4. I got one more. Me. Let's just go out there. Let's just do Dame Helen Mirren as my last, like, let's just go wacky, and we'll say Dame Helen Mirren is the GM for this game.
I feel like I want to like this list, but I don't know who most of those people are.
Have you ever seen Fast 5?
Nah, I stopped at 3.
Okay. Trying to see, like Helen Mirren, but
Idris Elba though.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
With anybody, really.
With anybody.
Idris Elba and 4 people to support him.
Yeah. I just built a supporting cast. Idris Elba. That's the cornerstone.
Just four folks that can make Idris Elba look good playing a tabletop RPG.
Yeah.
Just be like, don't ask him to roll. Just let him monologue. He doesn't have to understand the game mechanics. Just let Idris Elba be Idris Elba, and everything will be okay. Promise. Like, matter of fact, take the shit beforehand and just edit him rolling dice and cut out the explanation parts when he gets confused, and just let it roll. Yeah, that shit would be fire.
I kind of want to ask now, like, if you could have a movie based on your system, who would be the lead actor?
Ooh.
Well, shit, I just fucking talked a lot about shit about Idris Elba. Like, why would I not mention him? Yo, you know what though? I feel like I'm gonna go fucking curveball, mad hard, Viola Davis.
Ooh. Ooh, that would be good.
Viola Davis, revenge thriller.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah.
The energy she would bring, she would be fucking vicious. Like whatever she played. Like it would just be just like, you shouldn't have fired me that day. No, not my baby needed that operation. No.
Like,
you took my child from me.
She's always so intense, and I love it.
And now I'm gonna take your life from you. And then she'll just look whoever did it dead in the eyes and just like take her fucking wig off and just strangle the motherfucker. Like, and it would just be the most fucking traumatic shit you've ever seen just because of all the energy she puts into her roles.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, she's so good.
She would need somebody to really balance her energy though, because she plays shit that whatever she's in, she just like, she's not a really feel good actress.
Like when I think of her, I think of Amanda Waller first, because like I think I've watched Suicide Squad most recently, but it's just like she can make you love her or hate her, and it's so good.
She would be real fucking intense.
Yeah.
You know who I put next to her though?
Who?
Kristen Bell.
Yeah, that is the like exact opposite.
Kristen Bell got swag like a motherfucker, yo. And she funny.
Yeah.
She's funny, but I've never seen her in an action movie.
Wouldn't matter. It would not matter.
I want to see her in an action movie now because you brought it up.
There's that.
Yeah, she don't even gotta be like an acting like an action role. She don't gotta be like a straight up protagonist. She could be like fucking Viola Davis's fucking like Stella got her groove back sidekick kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like just like, girl, you need to let that shit go. You about to go to jail, and you too busy. You could be too busy being sexy like me. Okay. Like, you see this ass? Knowing damn well she ain't got no ass, but Kristen Bell will make you believe she's thick.
That's called good acting.
She is a fantastic actress. Yo, like, she make everybody look good. Yo, who else am I casting? Because I gotta do like 3 more people now.
Who's the villain?
Who's the villain? Viola Davis's villain?
Mm-hmm.
Just for ha-has and no other fucking reason, Matt Mercer.
I'm sorry. Imagining Matt Mercer and Viola Davis in a fist fight.
Fucking Matt Mercer. Yo. Like, and just for the irony, because it'll be like, homeboy won't even play my game. He'll just be in the speaking role in the movie after the fact.
I don't know why, but he has to have an eye patch. I refuse to imagine this.
Yeah, yo, he has to, right?
And an eye patch.
Like I was thinking either him or David Tennant as the villain.
I'm imagining David Tennant being like his number one. Like Matt Mercer's the one that like gives the order. David Tennant is the one that carries it out, like the ruthless killer.
Yeah, just fucking Matt Mercer. That's my villain.
Matt Mercer gave the order for David Tennant to kill Viola Davis's husband, and that's why she's on a rampage.
Oh yeah, and then you have that action sequence at the end where Viola Davis eventually winds up strangling out the doctor.
Yeah, then I just have to have like a really big motherfucker as Matt Mercer's dragon, like Terry Crews or something.
This movie's ridiculous, and I want it, and I know exactly who I would want to direct it to. The dude that did Kingsman. Like whenever I think of Kingsman, I think of your system.
Yo,
Yeah.
that shit would go hard. yo, and Terry Crews and Viola Davis would have a scene together and be like, Viola Davis would be looking at this nigga like, boy, if you don't get your bald head, fucking steroid pumping, tight pants having ass out my fucking way before I tell your mama what you've been doing with your life.
Oh my god.
Go home and get your shit together. You are making us look bad. I'm out here trying to destroy capitalism and right some wrongs, and you here fucking chilling for whoever Matt Mercer's character is. Man, fucking jacked up, dark Jeff Bezos looking ass motherfucker. Like, you better leave me alone before I fuck you up, boy. And don't think it's gonna be a fair one. That's when she pull out. That's when she pull out a 50 cal Desert Eagle. Like, flex your pecs against this nigga. Pop, 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 pop. And drop Terry Crews ass dead.
Oh my god. So we I'm sorry, I can't stop picturing Viola Davis having a fist fight with Matt Mercer. It's the best mental image I've ever had in my mind. And
the fist fight will only happen because she'd have to drop the whole clip into Terry Crews to stop his ass.
He's just doing that fucking peck dance as he's getting shot up.
It'd be like director's note. Terry Crews actually had the showstopper when he came up with this scene because we played the game first to have this happen. So in honor of that, we made an homage with this scene. So he actually does get to deflect a couple of bullets with his pecs. And his abs, clearly they're made of steel. So, you know, he takes a couple on the gut. It takes more than one to break them. I mean, the Desert Eagle will get through steel eventually, but you won't have to hit the same point a couple of times before that shit happens.
Oh my god. All right, we're getting close to time, so that means I got two last questions to ask you. The first is, if you've been in the TTRPG community for any amount of time, you've probably had the displeasure of playing at the table with that guy. For those who don't know, that guy is a black hole of fun at the table. Somebody, if they were yeeted into the sun, would improve your enjoyment at the table 100-fold. So, Nick, do you have a bad guy story?
I do. I have a few.
Let's hear your worst one. Just so you know what you competing with here. Our worst that guy story is one where a player needed help making a character, and the person that helped her make the character bit her on the neck and acted like nothing happened.
Ooh, mine is close.
What?
In details. They didn't physically assault me, but I helped this kid make his Pathfinder character.
Right.
And I made him as busted as I possibly could because he was one of those kind of like, oh, well, I like to play characters that suck because I like role playing, which is valid if you do your session 0 and that's the kind of game you want to play. Right. He's playing with a bunch of fucking munchkins, or I'm the kind of guy I'm in the middle. You know what I mean? Like, I like optimization, but I like acting. You know, so like I tend to build characters that cannot die, so I can give them enough chance to do their acting scenes. You know what I mean? So like I spent a whole lot of time helping him with his character. He was going through some stuff in his life, so I was basically his life coach for a little while. And then he snaps on me one day because I was getting too much spotlight because my character was very well built and likable for everybody. You know what I mean? And I was doing this voice for this character, and I was doing my best Nappa from Team 4 Star impression.
Vegeta.
So, yeah, Vegeta. Are we there yet? No, Nappa. No, we're not. Are we there yet? No. Are we there yet? No. Are we there yet? Yes. Yay. And that shit got on his fucking nerves. I haven't done those voices in a very long time. My Vegeta used to be spot on. My Nappa never has been so much. But yeah, he was like, what the fuck? And everyone's like, dude, that's his character. He's not doing it as like a joke. Like, that's just who he is, you know?
Right.
And like, I get being like, hey, if you're going to play a character, be a character that like supports the rest of the team, you know? But I'm like, yeah, my character is a fucking drunk guy that likes breaking walls and shit. And he has a fucking phobia about mimics. Because like this character, mind you, like his name was Blanca, and he ran a brewery. He made a deal with some devils, and everybody told him not to because devils are evil. And he was like, "No, that's stupid. Everybody can be friends over a couple of shots of Ruttgott whiskey. If that's not true, then what are we venturing for? Like, I'm here to help everybody out. So if they said they could make these goblin guys that were coming around and they wanted to drink with us, and if they can make them feel better about themselves, then why the hell not?" And then, you know, the paladin is like, my fucking that guy, because they're evil. And they're goblins. And like, we had a joke about the succubus basically eventually turning them all into +1 goblins. And the goblins apparently breed like rabbits. So like, I had a colony full of +1 goblins, which was basically just goblins of little devil wings. But because they all worked for me, and my character came to the point where I was just charisma checking everybody. I was a blood rager, bloody knuckle rowdy blood rager with some other funky shit mixed in there. But basically, I had a charisma store that I could add to my punch damage, and I had monk levels and stuff. With monastic legacy, it became a whole thing. But I was able to beat the shit out of fully adult dragons and then convince them to change their ways and come have drinks with us. So at that point, I had 2 dragons, an army of +1 goblins, and a river drake, in like fucking a lich, and like, just you name it, just a whole fucking evil camaraderie thing, just chilling at my bar. And they were basically still evil because they were selfish or whatever, but like, I was like, yo, just don't hurt anybody, don't steal, don't murder.
So you were Naruto and the villains.
Huh?
I said, so you were Naruto friendship jutsuing the villain.
Yeah, I was power of friendshipping everybody. And that gave me a lot of spotlight time, and eventually I became the main character, not because I wanted to be, but it was pretty much just how that adventure was turning out, because Blanca has a fucking shit ton of personality, like statistically, and just how I was portraying him, you know? But that started pissing him off. So he fucking flipped out on me and started screaming at me in the middle of the table. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? Yo, like, in game, fine. Be emotional, do what you want. You're not calling me out my name. You're not screaming at me. Not after I done spent weeks DMing you trying to get your shit together and fucking helping you build these characters that you are still damn near getting killed because you can't fucking play the game right. And you didn't read any of the fucking shit that I did to help you prepare the shit, because I also give notes when I do that kind of shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just have people pick stuff and not understand how those mechanics work, so they don't utilize their build properly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like, I spent nights helping him, and then he freaked out on me. And so at that point, I was like, fuck you. Fuck the rest of you for taking his side. Because like, I'd never do that shit to y'all.
It
and because
sounds
I'm
like your
angry right
character.
now, and y'all still backing him up because he's got a thing or whatever. No, nigga, I got a thing too. Like, and
It's
it's called some fucking standards, and I left the table. You know what I mean?
it sounds like it was a couple of things going on with this situation. One, your character was in the middle of an arc,
Mhm.
and the GM could have done a much better job of presenting it that way, where it's just like, this is this character's arc. Everybody's gonna get an arc. Just chill. And two, it sounds like the emotional intelligence at the table there was a little bit lacking in
It
the
was a
sense
bit on
that,
the low side, yeah.
yeah, because there's ways to communicate displeasure with, like, I'm not getting enough spotlight, or there's not enough happening for my character
Yeah.
in a way
Yeah,
that's
and
not
the thing
throwing a temper
is that
tantrum in the
like
middle
I
of a
would
game.
give him cues, you know what I'm saying? Where like he could come into the scene, do his thing, maybe I might have a scene with him, maybe I can just like set something up for him. But like I was a player, not a GM. I couldn't force it, you know what I'm saying? I could only just kind of subtly fucking push it into that direction.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But like if you're not able to talk to your GM, you're not able to talk to your other player if you got beef with them without fucking screaming at them and shit. Like, no, fuck you, dude. Like you've got some growing up to do, and there's no amount of fucking counseling I can give you to help you through that. You know what I mean? And that was
Yeah.
before I ended up working into mental health. So like now I deal with kids like him all fucking day long.
No,
Irony.
I completely get that. Like, yeah, I mean, and first off, nobody should split the table where motherfuckers got to choose sides. Like, that's that the GM there was very lacking.
Yeah,
um,
like I'm still friends with a couple of those guys, you know, and but like that one kid though, it's like I'm kind of like on neutral terms with him now, because like ultimately he's not a terrible person.
right.
You know what I mean? It's just that like I could never play D&D with him, or any tabletop RPG really, or any video game, because he actually had a fucking fit when we were playing oh, what is that game? It's like a really fucking adorable game where you like control a spaceship together and
Lasers
like you
and
save.
Feelings?
Huh?
Lasers and Feelings?
No. It's a video game.
Uh,
It's
FTL.
no. You don't control the spaceship multiplayer in FTL. FTL single player.
I thought there
It's
was. I
like
thought there was
love
multiplayer.
something. Honey, you know that game, right? The game I used to try to get you and the kids to play, where you like control the spaceship
Lovers in
together.
Dangerous Space Time?
Yeah, Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time. Yep,
Thanks, Beth.
nailed it. Yeah, so like this kid, we're playing Lovers with him, and then he freaks out because we're not fucking shooting everything, because he decides he wants to drive and only drive the whole time.
Well, you're supposed
And
to
like
be
everybody
jealous.
else is like swapping stations and shit to like accommodate him, and like he's driving okay, but like you can get on the Top Gun every once in a while, like save some of us some mental load. And he freaks out us again, and I was like, you know what, I'm not even playing video games with you. Like
Yeah.
maybe we can watch a movie and I'll sit in a different aisle, so like we'll be in the same room. But
Nah, you don't need that negativity in your life.
yeah, I don't need like to do anything cooperative with him again. But like, you know, a chat every once in a while, we can like geek out about some weeb shit, like fine. But like, yeah, it's just arm's length, please.
Yeah.
All right. Like I said, we're getting close to time, so here is the last question that we throw at every guest, and this is the doozy. If you became the god of TTRPG for one day, and you could shape the scene however you want, you can make companies disappear, or you could provide funding to whoever you wanted, what would you do? You got 24 hours.
I'm omnipotent,
Mm-hmm.
Unlimited power.
unlimited power. Okay, so all knowing, all capable for 24 hours.
Yeah.
I would immediately shape the entire scene so the fucking system matters discussion just disappears entirely. I would then change it so that all game designers start looking at other media for inspiration. I would make all of the fans come to the terms with games feeling like games being an okay thing, because the G in RPG means games. You are playing games. Get over it. I would also implant thoughts in everybody's head to hire more minorities and on Follow Fridays to tag people other than the same 8 niggas that they always tag, including you.
No, I'm absolutely. I'm being the first one to tell you, hey, I'm good.
You know, and then I would probably just like I would just be doing a lot of work to change general attitudes about just adaptability and things just that are in regards to how games are viewed in general, you know, to try to make things more positive and focused on joy and spreading joy, because I feel like games are supposed to be a vehicle for enjoyment. They don't always have to be fun, but there should be some level of fulfillment in games. You know, like you have to be able to take something positive out of the experience, and I think ignoring different options is only going to continue to make games stale. And this is why a lot of tabletop RPG games are fucking whack. Like, I look at a lot of work as great settings, great fluff, but the games themselves are shit. And that is why a lot of people look at games and go, I don't really care. You know, it's a pretty book, it's good art. I might use this as inspirations for the system that I normally gravitate towards, but these games are bad.
Yeah.
You know, and I think a lot of that is the culture that's very regressive and doesn't want to branch out in ways that every other fucking entertainment industry does, where we are isolated and within our traditions. And then, you know, we wonder why we can't retain players. And we wonder why there's only one fucking game that continues to grow at a rate that is sustainable to allow people to pay people fair rates. And it's because your games suck. I'm not being salty. I'm not trying to throw shade. Your games are trash. Make better games.
Make better games and look to new media. I think that one is the really interesting one, because I enjoy games that don't follow in the likeness of a J.R.R. Tolkien type fantasy. Like, I think that we've done that a lot.
It's not even that. You could make Tolkien cool. You could make Game of Thrones games that don't feel like fucking playing Risk or some shit, without the things that make Risk interesting. Because when you make TTRPG games, you take out all of the fucking things that actually make the game itself fun. And you rely on the act of role playing to cover all of the missteps you do when you're designing your books. That's bullshit. If the game itself is not fun, removed from all of the fluff and shit, your game is trash.
It shouldn't
Clip
depend
that.
on the role play.
Clip that.
That's an okay. I think that's where we cap it, because that hit. Holy shit! I like.
Yeah, clip that. Fucking fight me. Make a better game.
Y'all heard that? Step your games up, quite literally.
And get
and like it's like one of those things. Like, I'm about to go off for another minute if y'all let me. It's one of those things. It's like motherfuckers are going to tag me later if they pay attention at all, and they're gonna be like, "Well, your game's not that great, nigga. It ain't on me to save the whole fucking industry." Also, you're wrong. My game is great because I took the risk. You know, you don't even have to fucking like Tiebreaker or anything I write ever, but you ain't gonna tell me that I ain't shit, that I'm wrong. for the rest of these games being trash just because I didn't succeed to make something better. Like I said, I'm a high school graduate. Most of these niggas is college professors and shit. Been doing this shit for fucking 40 years since fucking basic edition and can't change a goddamn mechanic to make it entertaining. Fuck you. I'm not going to be the one to write it if you don't like it already. And if you do like it already, tell Watsy to fucking hire me so I can write 6th edition. Fuck y'all.
That's what's up. And you know what? A lot of people that talk trash to you have not done the work of trying to make something themselves. So like, you know,
yeah, like don't tell me, well, you do it, nigga. You write it. I already did my Kickstarter, motherfucker. I proved my market validation. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, I did it while being black, nigga, with no fucking marketing team or nothing. Fuck you, man. You got me fucked up.
Yo, that's the perfect spot.
Yo, if I was white, I'd have fucking flipped this whole fucking thing over again.
Know how many times
fuck you talking about? Fuck are you talking about, nigga? Like, they'd have been like, man, that's the new Lasers and Feelings right there if I was fucking white, nigga. Fuck out of here. Make better games. Don't tell me shit. Don't at me. Fight me, but don't at me, all right? I'm going to be a hypocrite today.
And they clipped it for you, too. Thank you, Mo. Oh, my God. Yo. Thank you for coming on. This is the perfect spot. We finna wind down. I've been one of your hosts, Noir. So you can find me all over the internet as TheNoirEnigma. That's Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Find me later today on Satine Phoenix's channel, Gilding Light, for Eclipsia. I think we're on our 3rd episode. Nita.
Hi, I'm Anita, or Panita, or Critical Misses. You can find me everywhere online under one of those 2 places. And I'm the showrunner and channel producer for this Hot Mess Express that we do every Saturday, and other shows as well. We've got a whole new slate coming in for the new season, starting this week. We've got The Growing of the Dim. We've got that's coming back for another season as a horror anthology series, but we're running it with kids on bikes this time. We've got a good society game called Queer Society, run by the lovely Harper Sona, with some amazing folks that you can see in chat. And we also have a masks game called Masks Advanced Studies, which is run by Pope World Build. That's it for me. And again, we'll find us here Saturdays.
Who's our next guest?
Nerdy.
All right, we got Nerdy coming up. And finally, last but not least, thank you to our guest today. Please tell us where we can find you, what you up to, and all that good stuff.
It's your boy, Follow My Blade, Tiebreaker. We in the building. Y'all got a little clip of my villain arc. Don't make me go all the way out. Know what I mean? At Follow My Blade on Twitter, tiebreakerrpg.com. Keep it heroic. Or else, motherfucker. You know what it is.
Hey, yo, invite him to your shit. Play the game.
Play my games. Put me on your shows. Review my shit. Hype all day, every day. Let's go.
And on that note, we're gonna go ahead and raid out to some friends of ours over on Jordan Leah's channel. They're currently doing a game for change and a birthday D&D one shot. So we're gonna go show some love over there. But for real, pick up Tiebreaker. This is some good shit. I can't vouch for it enough. Follow my man, follow my blade on Twitter so you can be up on everything happening with Tiebreaker. And also, you just get some good ass content.
You get the good content, man. Get me on your show. I'll curse less if you want me to. I know I've been acting cool today, but
nah, fuck that.
hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it a buck. I try to be kid friendly if I have to. Like, I know motherfuckers might be looking at me bad for marketing, but like, hey, yo, I can code switch.
All right, everybody. It's been a pleasure. Y'all have a great day.
Till next time.
We out of here.
The ritual has concluded. Bye, everybody.